As we head into May, we've got some gardening tips for you to keep in mind. Now, if last month got away from you, you still have plenty of time to get your warm season crops planted, especially those heat-loving plants such as sweet potatoes, watermelon, cucumbers, and okra. Another thing to think about is your turf grass. If you had lowered your mower deck to a lower height, then you want to go ahead and raise that. Now for Bermuda grass or warm season turf grasses, you want to make sure you're at a height of 2 to 2.5 inches. And for cool season grasses, you want to make sure you're at a height of 2.5 to 3 inches. Now again, as we move into those warmer months, you can choose to still continue to fertilize your Bermuda grass, but on cool season grasses, we want to stop fertilizing them because we don't want to push them and promote any more growth as they go into that stressful heat season. Another thing to think about is with your turf grass, if you're looking at establishing a warm season lawn, between now and the end of June is a great time to seed Bermuda grass. The soil temperatures have warmed up enough to allow that seed to germinate, and also there's still plenty of time for that seedling to get established and to develop a nice sod grass that will be better and hardier going into those winter months. Now I know we haven't been traveling a lot, but there is one guest that might be in our garden that is packing their bags, and that is the bagworm. So this time of year, we might see those bagworm larvae starting to eat on some of our foliage and also develop or construct those bags that we often see hanging from the trees. In the last few years, we've had some heavy infestations, and while those might not be a problem on some of our broadleaf plants, such as maples and oaks and sycamores, they can lead to other problems such as diseases and borers. Now, there tend to be more of a problem and more detrimental on junipers and arborvitaes and also our eastern red cedars. So if you notice that you have some bagworms, if you have a small infestation, you might just decide to hand pick and remove those, and you want to go ahead and destroy those so that that larva doesn't persist in your landscape. But if you have a heavier infestation, then you want to look at getting a product called Bacillus thuringiensis, variety Kostaki, or also spinosad will work well on those. Also be sure to check your orchard for any borer problems because now's the best time to treat for those as well. The other thing that happened recently is I was pleasantly surprised on a recent trip to Tulsa that so many azaleas were still putting on a beautiful display. After our recent ice storms, I was a little concerned about that, but that was a pleasant surprise. Now, as those azaleas start to fade, you want to think about pruning back any of your azaleas and also feeding them to help supplement them through this season. Here are a few more tips to consider this month.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.